Okay. We're starting at 1262. This is a decent total. I would still quite like to build up a bank. I'm actually quite curious if we can go over 4 figures or not. But the focus for today is just not to lose. Happy losing a few points, just don't want to lose. And I think I've learned my lesson when it comes to specifically car mindsets that have some kind of variance that stops Blissey beating them, or have some kind of anti-Garchomp activities, like basically Bright Powder. Yeah, I feel like I've learned my lesson there. This is Togekiss 4. And Escher Adamant. Dusknoir 4. Yeah. This is Ninetale 4 as well, so it's a set 4 trade, probably. So Ninetale should come out before Dusknoir. Because even though Togekiss has Hustle, it's only got 8 attack. So this is a 21 IV set 4 trainer. Very tempted to just put a choice band on Garchomp and murder these two. And Dusknoir can't do... I suppose Dusknoir is a Rock Slide set. It's probably too dangerous to boost it to. So we'll just boost Ninetales. Leave the other two with a choice band. And we'll put leftovers on just because there is it's quite likely that one of these are going to have to come in for Garchomp. Unless Garchomp is going to crit Dusknoir. Be nice. But not something I'm expecting. This shouldn't be a roll. And you're gone to... There's a 2-turn, which is okay. Dusknoir is using Earthquake here. Although it could also use Shadow Ball. The safest thing to do would be to go into Blissey first, actually. I think I'm just going to bring Garchomp back in. So let's do the substitute of Wild Trick. I just want to heal Blissey. This is doing a lot. I'm very glad that I didn't raise this thing's level. Okay, 220. You know what? We're going to cut our losses there. That was slightly mishandled. I should have just gone straight back into Garchomp. It was... I think once the crit hit, I knew that it was going to be too ambitious to keep going. Bright Powder, Gallade. Is this already a skip? Because what's annoying about Gallade is that Drain Punch is low in PP. I suppose what I do is I send this to 45 and set up Flat Press on it. But I could leave it at 50. Anyway, it's... Gallade 2 isn't hitting hard enough because it's jolly, it's not adamant. We have Jinx. Jinx really isn't doing anything. And you are Alakazam 2, I think, as well. So this is a Sep 2 trainer. Alakazam actually threatens the team, but it's in the back. It should be facing a setup Lapras, and it will feint to Ice Shard. Let me just check Garchomp's health. Yeah, so Garchomp would drop to Psychic and be outsped. I'm thinking... See, I should do here is... I mean, definitely Jinx is going up. What I should do here is boost Alakazam. Just a little bit worried about it. But it is correct. It does give me more CP. And Lapras should get a completely safe setup. The compromise I can do, though, the name of safety, is I can heal Blissey. This is me being cautious. It's Gallade 2. It's always going to Ice Punch turn 1. Which means Lapras comes in for free. It's 1 Drain Punch. And we can definitely curse again. I suppose something I hadn't thought about was the absolute minimum roll for Drain Punch perfectly overlaps with the absolute maximum roll on Thunder Punch. So this Gallade can actually click Thunder Punch, and then Thunder Punch could paralyze and fully paralyze. The one saving grace I have on that is that actually Garchomp can come in. Anyway, we want to get up as many curses as possible. We could get Satis here, but it's fine because I'm planning on going sub-rest status. And then at +6, we probably 2-hit KO Gallade. But more importantly, we will OHKO this. And then Jinx 2 can't do anything at all. There's Gengar. Gengar full. Potential Garchomp game. You are Houndoom. It's still a potential Garchomp game. Can't raise the level of these two. Glaceon does survive. That's annoying that Glaceon is last. The Glaceon 4 stops this from being a Garchomp game. I think the thing is that Blissey doesn't set up on Gengar without wasting a huge amount of PP. So probably what we'll do is Garchomp gets rid of Gengar, Glaceon comes in and Ice Beams. Garchomp's down, and then Blissey sets up on Glaceon and wins. Glaceon's Ice Beam can break the substitute of Blissey. Houndoom is forced into using Overheat. It's safe to raise Houndoom. Glaceon, I think we leave it, because Blissey constantly having its substitute broken on the first use is annoying at best, and at worst, this thing actually might have a chance of getting a freeze off on Blissey, which would be even more annoying. It would mean I would have to go into Lapras. But there should be no risk getting up on Glaceon. And then we can't raise Gengar's level because it would outspeed Garchomp. Double check on the PP. The PP situation is fine. Just apply to someone else. Yeah, let's go with the plan. Gengar's out of here. Glaceon comes in. We don't get the crit. It drops Garchomp. One interesting point is we could... This Glaceon runs... I think we could just Seismic Toss here. I quite like having a substitute up before Houndoom though. So I think... It's a funny thing to say, but actually... In some ways, it's better not to have Minimize up for Houndoom, because after Overheat, we remove any chance of Lapras being able to lose to Houndoom as well. So just let Overheat hit us. Okay, well, you're gonna... I would quite like it to use Overheat once, and then again after it's used up its White Herb. And sometimes Gen 4 Pokemon get stuck on Solar Beam with the broken AI. Overheat crit would be annoying here. She's going to Soft Boiled. It's determined to use up all of its Solar Beam PP first, even though Overheat is also sitting at 0. Yeah, it's completely obsessed. So at +3 evasion, there's the Overheat. So there is now no risk that this beats Blissey without using another Overheat. And we should be able to sub, toss, Soft Boiled for full HP, and then toss again. It's an interesting point. I didn't really think about how we could just remove Glaceon immediately. I don't think that would have changed anything though. So Garchomp is now sitting at low HP, which is actually a good thing. It means that we can get away with buying some berries. This is Kingdra. So Kingdra is obviously a good start for a potential Garchomp game. Water Absorb, Politoed 1. And Politoed 1 is annoying because of the Laxin sense. It does still faint to Outrage though. Only got 95 defense. We'll use Tentacruel 4. So the whole of the enemy team faints to a +1 Outrage. And I think Tentacle under normal circumstances comes in first, but because Garchomp's sitting at 1 health, Polito could come in, I think. Slightly annoying. We do need to get rid of Kingdra. There's no way it's allowed to live. So it's Dragon Dance set. We can't raise Tentacruel's level without giving it the arc speed on Garchomp. And then Politoed 1 has absolutely no chance into Blissey. So we can do this. And I just need to remember to equip the Lychee. Oh, we're banded. I forgot. Okay, well, in that case, we don't need to. So as long as you don't miss, we win. Nice. We don't get full points because Garchomp was not full health. That's Lucario 2, which is fine. That will drop to Outrage. Earthquake, obviously. There's Infernape too. I wonder. That's Entei 3 or Entei 4, isn't it? It could be either. So Entei does survive Earthquake. It's a little bit annoying. I think that is Lucario strong enough that the special attacker is prioritized with the stronger move? No, surely not. Surely it's Infernape in second. Well, we can definitely raise Lucario. It's just going to die immediately. Entei is a small concern. We could just leave it alone. If we just leave it at level 50, it will drop to Seismic Toss and Outrage. Will it drop to Seismic Toss and Earthquake? I think so, yeah, surely. So I think we just leave it. There's another game where Garchomp goes down, but we still safely win. Entei shouldn't be able to get through Blissey. I should just raise it, I think. It really does have no chance of getting through Blissey. Even if it's Entei. Even if it's Entei 3, it has no chance, I think. I wonder if I made a small mistake there, though. I'm a little bit worried, actually, that Entei might survive and Earthquake and Seismic Toss and Ice Shard. Feels like it could be close. What I can do is just heal Garchomp like this, and then Garchomp will kill Entei instead. It's a small waste of CP. But worth it, I think. And this also guarantees that Infernape comes late second. I think this was better anyway, because we get a much higher CP total. Been a good round so far for CP. We've barely had to heal. That's Espeon 2, which is a problem because of the stupid bright powder. It is still Blissey food though. You are Luxray 2. And you are also Intimidate, so that doesn't preclude the idea of a Garchomp Earthquake Sweep. And then the last Pokemon is Slowbro too, which actually does preclude the idea of a Garchomp Sweep. It's not Rivalry, it's an Intimidate Luxray. And we're not actually locked into Earthquake, unlike Outrage. Espeon could crit turn 1, that would be fine. It would attract Blissey, but Blissey has too much passive healing to drop to Psychic Spam. And Blissey never drops to Luxray. It is quite important that it is Intimidate and not Rivalry, though. I think, in terms of elevations... See, if we boost Luxray, after Intimidate it will move out of Earthquake range. We could boost Slowbro. I mean, it's really not doing much. And yeah, I think we leave the other two. And I think firing off a single Earthquake into Espeon is worth it, because of the potential upside of just getting rid of it. Let me double check PP. So this is a tiny bit low. Let's be safe. It's been a good CP round. It's mainly the substitute PP on the Blissey that matters, because that's what prevents Spadef drops. So in theory, Slowbro can just flinch infinitely with Zen Headbutt. It's going to have to get a lot of flinches though. That's one. Okay. And now that we're at +2, going to really struggle. It's barely going to do 30. And there's the random revenge / avalanche spam that the AI sometimes does. It's definitely correct to send this to 55. It's really not doing anything until Lapras. And we do want a full setup because we need to be behind a substitute for Luxray. And we're really not going to do very much with Ice Shard. Impressive. I mean, you think of Ice Shard as a weak move, but this damage actually totally fine. That was a weird slowdown. What was that? So, last battle. We will need to heal the PP on Lapras if it's needed. Unburden Drifblim 1. Which is much better than Aftermath, for obvious reasons. Is this a Garchomp win? Ah, Crobat. This stupid flinch Crobat. It does drop to Outrage. And you are Staraptor. Staraptor's going to come in before Crobat then. Wait, is that true? Yeah, surely Brave Bird does more from Drifblim. The Staraptor would win the switch in. Staraptor might Oko Garchomp. It'll be close. Garchomp probably doesn't Oko it back. Staraptor would be annoying because it would lock itself into Brave Bird and Lapras would struggle slightly to contain that. I'm considering dropping the Staraptor level. I put it down to 45. It should just lose with the Garchomp. And that would simplify the match a lot. Yes, because if it's at 45, I can just drop it on the switching. And then it's everyone against Crobat, and Crobat loses. So, Drifblim to 55, Staraptor to 45. Can I also send Crobat to 55? I probably can, to be honest. I mean, what's it going to do? It's never beating Blissey. Tell you what, let's leave Drifblim 1. Put you up 5, put you down 5. Staraptor would never... Lapras is never needed in this battle. Yes, I think it's never needed. This is not going to do anything I do to heal it. I can save 8 points. It was Crobat. That surprises me slightly. This is obviously totally fine. I'm going to lose a little bit of points for this. Even if those were poisoned, it would have been completely fine. So we're probably losing Blissey here. Doesn't really matter what it clicks. If it misses, it's better that I sub. If you can get stuck on Brave Bird, I might as well see if I can make you faint to recoil. Yes, I love getting needlessly lucky. We're going to faint here and nothing that we do will actually go through. Still a big, it's still a good round. We're up a lot of castle points there. And I've decided that I'm only doing 21 battles at a time, just to keep the focus high. I think after doing more than 21, I start to get a little bit impatient, or basically the way that my attention starts dropping encourages me to be a little bit more reckless, which is the exact opposite of what this team needs to be played. Gyarados 2 is a little bit annoying. However, what I can do is just set up Lapras in its face. It's a Dragon Dance set, but if I match it boost for boost, it can't power its way through Lapras. You just need to be a little bit careful because Iron Head does have high flinch chance. Then Aggron. This is Aggron. Oh, I suppose it could be Aggron 1 or Aggron 2. They both lose to Lapras in the same way. It just is going to take a while. And then it's Mamoswine. Which obviously also loses to Lapras, so this is a Lapras win. And I think we can raise the level of both things in the back. Because they're both not going to do anything into Lapras. And even if something goes wrong, Garchomp can kill Aggron, as long as it's in Quick Claw. So I suppose I have to be a little bit careful about Aggron. But it should just be a fully set up Lapras, it should be over. What I'm going to start doing is, for safety, I think we're just going to pre-equip leftovers onto Blissey, just in case it's needed. It shouldn't be needed, but I do need it, obviously want that to have leftovers. And I think it would be, it's being too overly safe to the Sash on Garchomp. Just go in. Just checking. So we left Gyarados at 50. I think that's correct. Because it could Dragon Dance. The Dragon Dance is turn 1, that's a little bit concerning. So that's 1 flinch. And then we're matching it on boosts, which is fine. I suppose it's slightly better to substitute first. Because then after substitute we definitely get 2 guaranteed curses. We're at +4 now. We should be reasonably safe, and the way it's burning through its Iron Head PP removes a lot of the risk. So we can curse here. And until it attacks successfully, we can curse again. So one idea is that we could just go now. Ice Shard will 2-hit KO Gyarados. Get Gyarados out of the way because it's the Pokemon that can flinch. I think so. It doesn't matter that we're not at full HP because the back 2 are both physical ones. So let's see which Aggron set this is. It's Aggron 2. It's the punch set. And we're at no risk of dying here. We're at +6, but it would be good to win at full health. It'd also be slightly easier not to get paralysed. So let's try and keep substitute up. I want to click substitute here, but I also want to save PP on substitute. Yeah, I knew it would fade that turn. I suppose that's a small punish. I sort of deserve that, I guess. Forced to use another rest loop. It's out of Thunder Punch. Mamoswine comes in. And Mamoswine has Curse. We don't really want to give it a free turn to Curse. 1 Curse, that's fine. So it's now at +2. We're still completely fine. It's going to faint a long time before it starts seriously threatening Lapras. The only thing we can't do against this is actually we can't be too cavalier with trying to win at full health. Because if we rest for 2 turns, that's 2 turns of Curse, and then suddenly it's breaking substitute. Pressure. What are you? Suicune. Actually defensive. Sorry, physically defensive Suicune. Physically, just thinking, is this a Blissey setup or Lapras setup? I could do either. Let's see what's in the back. Celia. Celia 4. And your Regirock. Regirock 2. So both Pokemon in the back aren't a real danger to either Blissey or Lapras. In terms of what's a slightly safer setup, I suppose it's probably Blissey. The problem with Lapras setting up on Suicune is the Shadow Ball defense, special defense drops. We can go through Blissey. We can go through Lapras into Blissey, just to give Lapras one instance of leftovers healing. It's a riskless click, and then we'll go to minimise. Hydro Pump and Blizzard don't even have. They barely have enough PP to even trouble Blissey. So we can do a full setup. What's annoying is that Cresselia 4 has Moonlight, which is obviously going to sap out some Seismic Toss PP, and obviously Suicune's Pressure is also sapping out some Seismic Toss PP. It does not matter if we run out of PP, however, because Regirock 2 has no chance of getting through Lapras, even in a weakened state. So I think we're sending Crest to 55. It gives it a bit more leftovers healing, which is a bit annoying. We can definitely send Suicune to 55. Regirock is a tiny bit more risky to send to 55. I think we'll leave Regirock alone. The reason we're leaving Regirock alone is just because if it gets through Blissey somehow, I don't want it to Thunder Punch paralyze Lapras at level 55. That would be the one way I lose. Also at level 50, I think Garchomp probably beats it. It's probably slightly favoured. Do we need we don't need to do any kind of safety strategies here, right? I think so. So one thing we want to be careful of is let's not give Suicune a chance to freeze Blissey too early. So let's wait for Hail instead of Shadow Ball there, which does buy it a tiny bit of time. Let's sub to protect against double crit Hydro. Because we're up behind us, a sub we can actually minimise here. It's only got 3 Hydro PP left. To be safe, we'll just keep Blissey's health high. There is a small chance that this does a little bit of damage with crits. The way that this is killing itself with Hail is a little bit annoying. However, we're in such little danger that so actually, Hail has saved us a lot of Seismic Toss PP. I think we can get it from here. And I was something I didn't think about. I assumed Cresselia was coming in, but I guess so. Suicune is sitting at 93 attack and 155 special attack. That will be close. That'll be marginal for Regirock to come in. Yeah. You see, I was looking at the preview, I assumed Cresselia would come in because Suicune's a special attacker, but actually, Suicune's attack is somewhat decent. And we're definitely going to remove this before it creates a Blissey. Cresselia can't win, but this is going to take a while. We need to commit to the Seismic Toss line through leftovers to not give it too much value on leftovers. So we're going to do this until we bait out the Moonlight. Not using Moonlight, it has a additional 96% chance to get the boost at 40% or lower than it should be. But is it just kind of luckily not interesting? That was Cresselia 4, wasn't it? Yes, it did. Yeah, it did have Moonlight. I just didn't use it. Notice there's a few times in Palace not healing when you should. Anyways, keep going. This has been a very good run of games in terms of not losing castle points, but I'm on the lookout to break that trend. It's fine. Alakazam 1 is annoying. So the only safe way through this is that I can lower its health. I can lower its level and give Garchomp wide lens. Even in that case, Garchomp can lose to it because it will still be faster. It would only take a 1% miss, as well as a Spadef drop on Psychic or a crit on Psychic. There's actually no way to safely deal with it with Garchomp. I can go straight to Blissey. I suppose at level 45 Blissey can pressure it down. The thing about this is that Blissey can't set up an Alakazam 1 because we can't let it get Carmines during the minimize spam. So we'll see what's in the back. It's Bronzong. It's Bronzong set 3. It's another special set. However, this set is not a problem. I'm also noticing that I don't think I've ever seen Heatproof Bronzong. Something to consider before is Gen 4 bug that's always the first ability? I can keep an eye out for that, at least. Espeon 4 obviously only has one ability. Espeon 4 is going to tie the switchy decision with Bronzong. That's very annoying. So if you send Alakazam down, I really don't think... I tell you what is certain, is that Alakazam cannot feint Blissey before Blissey gets off 2 Seismic Tosses. Absolute worst case scenario. And then I can Ice Shard it. Problem with that is that Lapras and Garchomp do not handle Bronzong free safely. I suppose what I do in that case is if Alakazam in some way gets lucky, I have to go to Lapras and save Blissey. But just speaking that out loud, it's already a case of bringing this thing's level down. Espeon is not a threat at level 50. It would become one at level 55. At level 55 it would outspeed Garchomp. And Bronzong. Bronzong offers a similar threat. I think the payoff of raising its level isn't worth it. It's only 6 castle points net I get for raising its level. Because I lose 1 and then I get 7 in the match. I can just leave it at 50. This should be completely safe. Tell you what, let's heal Blissey's BP just out of respect. Do I want to equip anything on Garchomp just in case it's needed? What I could have done, what I could still do, is give it a Scarf and attack turn 1. I just don't like it. I don't like 10% miss. If Blissey fates to Bronzong, what we're going to do is outrage with Garchomp. We outrage and we'll get at least 3 Ice Shards off. I think that'll drop Bronzong. I think we're completely safe. But let's bring Lapras up to full, just in case that's needed. I could have skipped the spell. Maybe I should have. It needs a Spadef drop, like, almost immediately. We're not going to give this the time. I know it's got Bright Powder. We're not going to give this the time to do anything. So it's got 2 Spadef up. So a crit Psychic now does 70%-ish. Garchomp still survives. Crit Psychic, regular Psychic, not crit. We hit this, the game's over. Good. And Bronzong wins the switching decision, which is better than Espeon, to be honest. We are faster, and Psychic won't break the sub. We can get a Minimize up, which should help speed up how quickly we can set up. The thing about these Minimize turns is that there's so many turns it's got to hit in a row, and we only need 1 miss, and it starts cascading exactly like this. Suddenly we're at +4. And at +6, this basically can't lose. The thing is, it'll take so long to feint Bronzong that we might as well hold off on the soft world. This should have been a skip, I think. Alakazam using Carmine twice was the best thing it could have done for its chances to win. What if we'd missed 2 Seismic Tosses on Alakazam? What if it had got a crit Spadef drop? We probably would have still won. Just why enter that situation? That's Leafeon. Quick Claw Leafeon is a problem. I think this is a skip. This is an actual skip. Because I don't think level 45 Leafeon feints to an outrage at +1. Although, if we send it to 45 and Choice Band Garchomp, even if it Quick Claw crits Garchomp, Lapras comes in and Ice Shards, so we can do that. That costs 35 CP, which is cheaper than skipping. And you are Breloom, which is a problem. I'm really starting to believe that... When was... No, I have seen a Poison Heal Breloom, so I think it can be both abilities. Yeah, so Breloom 2 is less of an immediate danger. It does cause a few problems, though. What I'm wondering is, I do not want a 2-turn Leafeon get confused and have Breloom do something. I think there's no protection against Leaf Blade critting. I can Citrus, but that doesn't protect me against Griffin turn 2. But if Garchomp is crit, I suppose I can go Lapras. That would be marginal. Very marginal. Okay, well we haven't committed any points to lowering the level yet. Victory Bell. Let me actually see. This Drain Punch. So it would be Drain Punch against Solar Beam. So Victory Bell would actually be sent in before Breloom, I'm pretty sure. Yes, so Victory Bell would come in against Garchomp. Which is good. It's more desirable than the alternative for sure. I can get Garchomp out of there, either way. And then Garchomp never loses with a band. So we're coming back onto the question of what if Leafeon crits Garchomp. In that case, Leafeon is at almost no health. And I think that means that Victory Bell has to come in against a Lapras that's just used Ice Shard on Leafeon, which means that we get the same scenario with Blissey setting up on a Victory Bell. And then Breloom coming in. And I can just run Drain Punch out of PP. So I think it's safe. It is safe. Because I can just I can sub 10 times against the 10 Drain Punch PP, I think. Although it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed to use it. It's a tiny bit risky. The counterpoint to this is the fact that Lapras would do quite a lot. I mean, we're doing sort of 80% probably with Ice Shard against Breloom over 2 turns. And it can't 2-turn us. Can't crit. But let's leave Victory Bell 4 at level 50, because I don't want Solar Beam to be breaking the sub. We're going mic off a little bit.